Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOs.com. I'm going to do a quick first impressions gameplay video for ArcheAge, a 3D fantasy MMORPG developed by XL Games and published by Tryon Worlds. I'll spend about 10 to 15 minutes running around checking this game out, make some comments. If you guys want to play ArcheAge or just learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOs.com on the link below. So let's go and get started right now. It is by XL Games. Doesn't really mean that much to most people. However, it was developed by a guy named Jake Song, who's the same guy behind Lineage. Some of you may have heard of Lineage 2, but Lineage 1 was actually much more popular than Lineage 2. But let's just jump into this game right now. We have 4 playable races: the Nuian, the Elves, the Faran, and the Harani. Definitely pronounced one of these wrong, probably Nuian. And he's got the, I like how they show off with the armor, and this guy's got a cool looking cape that's just like the wind blowing against it. Someone's gotta bring back the cape, because capes are pretty awesome. We have Elves as well. Let's see the female. Ooh, look at that. When you go to the female version, the boobs jiggle. It's like a hello. I'm not sure why it does that, but look. I wonder if there's a boob slide in this game. We will find out. So let's go and look at the customization options out of the 4 races. Let's go for now with Elf, just to see, because we got the, I want to see the boob slider. And Harani had her boobs covered up. So let's see the character creation options. Now, the character creation in this game is quite in-depth. Look how many hairstyles there are. You can see all of these, 3 pages worth. But where the game really shines too is its hair colors. You have 60 different options for these, and you have eye options as well. You got a whole bunch of, I'm not sure why there's no like this same kind of color slider system on the hair options, but they have it for the eyes. So you can make your eyes whatever color you want, or on your eyebrows whatever color you want. So there's a lot of options here. We can see our style options as well. If you want to get more blush over there, and your blush intensity. So 4 pages of these, and we got eye makeup as well. Let's go to skin. And paint. Paint is where it looks really cool, actually. Skin too. You have different age lines. You make your character look really old and scary if you want to. Oddly enough, look at her boobs. Like, she's like not aged at all, like below the neck, but her face is like 90 years old. I'm not sure why you want to create a really old, ugly-looking character. Not that old is ugly, but I don't know why you want to create an old character when you can have a younger one, unless you want to roleplay. You have a few skin options as well. Let's reset to something pre-made. Okay, there we go. Where the game really shines though in appearance customization is its skin, there's imperfections and designs over here. You can like take one of these and you can place it anywhere you want. Can we put it only up to the down? I was gonna put it on her boob, but you can't do that. But you can place these pretty much anywhere you want on the face. You can change the size, a huge star, and you can make it spin. But yeah, you just set it into a position. But it's cool that the game gives you these options. Not that many games do, and it's really cool that looks really scary actually. Like I was just cut open right in the middle. But there are a lot of these options. Though unfortunately there are no, looks like, yeah, there aren't, you can customize every little aspect to your face, but there are no options for boob slider, it looks like. We got ear size. Oh, look at that. Oh, I want to make it pointy. If you're playing an elf, you gotta have the pointy ears. And look at those angles. If I do this fast enough, I can fly. That's how it works. That's how elves secretly fly when you're not looking. Alright, but let's go back over here. I want to see let's go back. I want to play a different race. If I can't make the boobs bigger, there's no point. We can play, you can't even see her boobs, but let's play as a dude. I will play as, he's got a really glossy orange shirt, but he's like the basic human kind of character, so let's go and play him. Appearance customization, I'm going to go ahead and random this for now, but you can do a lot of here. I'll go with something pre-made. Let's go with this. And I gotta have something on my skin, okay? You can have these two if you want to look like really freaky. But I prefer to go with, let's go with no paint. And I gotta have a star on my face. The world's gotta know I'm kawaii, okay? I gotta be kawaii. Right? Let's put on my cheek. I am super kawaii. And select skills. And this lets you choose your first starting class in the game. You have Battle Mage, Sorcery, Archer, Vitalism, Occultism. I can't read sometimes. And Shadowplay. So these are your starting classes. I'm gonna go and pick Sorcery for now. Do keep in mind, these are not your, the classes in this game is not fixed, it's actually dynamic and interesting. Let's go with Strixes with the double S. And confirm, and here we are. And the character, again, the character's classes in this game is dynamic. You can actually choose 3 different classes at once, and you unlock those different classes later on. I've played this game before, so I know a little bit about it. And in that note, it is a really polished game as well. So you do get 3 classes, you can choose, you get a little intro cutscene as well.
Even centuries ago,
intro scene. We're going to skip this for now. The game does have a story if you want to pay attention to it. ArcheAge. Craft, claim, and conquer. Do point out they put craft at the beginning, and there's a good reason for that. Crafting is actually a pretty huge component in ArcheAge. It is a very important component. You can craft. There's so much to craft. In fact, you actually get experience for crafting as well. So you can actually level up through crafting, not just combat itself, which is a mechanic somewhat unique to ArcheAge. A lot of games don't have that. And you get, it's really in depth. You can craft furniture, gear, food, all sorts of goodies. And furniture, because the game has a player housing system as well, which I'll delve into a little bit later. Though I'm not going to get to show you any of that because I'm playing a new character right now. Loading screen, please. You must pay taxes if you own a house. If you miss a payment twice in a row, your house will be removed. I believe those taxes are actually once a week, if I remember correctly. And actually, the housing in this game is persistent, something most MMORPGs do not have. Most MMORPGs tuck their housing away into a corner, into an instanced area. A lot of games do that. Here, the housing is persistent, though you can only place houses in certain areas. So we are, let's oof, a little bit of lag over here while the game loads up. These NPCs are missing. Where are you guys? There you are. And where's this other one? Wait for him to show up. Let's see. Oh, poof. I saw a poof. This guy's not loading. Glad you're awake. What a way to start a game. Alright, let's go talk to our first quest NPC, which should be around here. I'm not sure why the game's lagging right now. Let's talk to this guy, accept our quest. The game zooms in too while you're talking to them for some reason. And report to Dragon Tree Caretaker. Plasma Charger, talk to that real quick. Let's go talk to, I think he's a speed bonus over there. And you can see where to go with quests simply by the arrow keys over here. Now you can see really far into the distance in ArcheAge, which is, again, something interesting and makes the graphics are really, really top notch. I'm not sure why some of the character models are missing right now. Probably Fraps is making me lag just a little bit. And Dragon Tree Caretaker, look at me running away in the background. Take reward over here. And now the game always tells you exactly where to go with questing. So let's go grab some of these dragon fruits. Don't you love quests like this where you just pick up stuff off the ground? Every MMORPG has these and they're always so stupid. And we gotta go hand this in over here. Always follow the little arrows over here. It always tells you where to go. And we're gonna hand it into another new player over here too. ArcheAge came out back in when did it come out in NA? I think in actually somewhat recently. I think in sometime in 2014. Let's talk to Camp Administrator Hassan. Oh man, a little cutscene over here. Look at that dragon fruit, it's so big. Big dragon fruits. And I'm gonna hammer it. Is there treasure inside? Is there candy inside? I heard some mystical music. He's like, "Aww, ain't no candy in there." The road to fortune telling, grab these quests as well. Much of the early experience in ArcheAge, though, is very traditional to other MMORPGs. You're not gonna be exploring any of the really crafting aspects of the game. You'll be basically grinding, and just questing and grinding together. Game world, click M to see the map. Pretty large game world over here. And let's go this way. With the player housing, though, it is oh, we can get the unknown vein. These aren't real crafting stuff right here. Okay, I think just a request over here. Mine unknown vein. We'll get experience for it because normally when you mine, when you do mining in the game, you do gain experience as well as a resource for it. Nope, just doing it for the quest. Report to Quarry Overseer Tamor. Normally though, crafting requires labor points. You can see in the bottom left, my labor is 299. You regain 5 labor every 5 minutes while online. You gain no labor while offline. Though you do gain labor offline, I believe, if you pay. So that's what's the big benefit of paying. If you're a free-to-play user, you are definitely at a disadvantage in ArcheAge. Because, one, the labor points, you have to leave yourself AFK, and the game kicks you off being AFK too long, so you don't get to get labor points that quickly. And crafting is a major component in ArcheAge. You can see my character, jump up and down. Honestly, in hindsight, that star was an awful idea. Luckily, this is not my main character. It looks really, really odd. Get that reward as well. And more NPCs for quests. Awesome. Grab these too. Where the game really stands apart, though, I want to show you the game's skill system. You can unlock your second skill sets at level 5 and your third skill sets at level 10. So you basically choose 3 different classes. My class is Sorcery Novice right now. However, the game has like over 36 playable classes technically, because there's you get 3 different options, and whatever 3 classes you choose, you get a unique class name. So if you choose like 3 various skills, you get a different class name. So it's a multi-classing system, and the thing is, you're not set on one either. You can always reset these and pick different ones at any time and start leveling those independently. So you can basically level everything at once. So there's a ton of gameplay and grinding to go through. All right, I love that NPCs always talking like sign language because there's no voice acting, except for here. And again, all your quest locations are on the bottom over there. They always tell you where to go, so you really can't get lost. Get the plasma charger, get that speed. If you double tap, you can run too. So we're gonna run this way. So the main aspects of ArcheAge is the game's emphasis on crafting, player housing, as well as a multi-classing system. The multi-class system actually gives the game a lot more to do than most traditional MMORPGs. And I've actually played a little bit of ArcheAge before too. It's a very high production value game. There's tons of quests. I love I can just talk to the dog and get quests from him. Graphics are really polished too. I mean, graphics aren't everything, but they do look really nice in this game. Take rewards over here. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Just take his coins while he's dead. Just laying there. Just loot everything. The sealed box in my jacket. They must not have it. Type bro. Shady YP is also talking to you at the same time. Earn 1 skill point. Let's go ahead and spend that right now. 3 sorcery. You can actually level these up by actually casting your spells, your sorcery skill. That's actually independent of your actual regular level. You'll gain these by casting and killing stuff. I'm gonna go rank 1 right now. There are combos as well. We didn't do any combat. Let's go. I want to kill something real quick first. That's already equipped over here, and it's already number 3. Let's go and learn freezing arrow. It's equipped automatically. And there are combos in the game. For example, if certain spells interact well with each other. If I freeze something and then I cast this on it, this will have a bonus on it. Inflicts additional 12% damage to chilled targets, which gives a little more thought into what spells you cast and what order you cast them. We got some clan ambushes attacking me. They were not fond of me just looting their chest. I start with a bow. Let's kill these. However, I'm just gonna cast my spells on these guys from melee range. Oddly, you don't get interrupted by casting spells either. So let's cast this one. You double cast Fireball is also a combo itself, because Fireball, it combos with itself to create conflagration for burning damage. But just having 3 different classes gives the game a lot more, and the fact that you can switch between classes at will, pretty much master everything if you want to, it gives the game a lot of replay value and just always a lot to do. Secure the road to the quarry, kill a few more of these guys to secure the road, and I'll be done with the quest. It is a fantasy-themed MMORPG, which makes it a little bit generic in terms of setting, but in terms of gameplay, it is anything but generic. It does have a generic MMORPG elements to it, but with a very, very expanded crafting system. Probably one of the best crafting systems in a free-to-play MMORPG. Housing too is really cool because I remember I played a lot of Ultima Online. That was one of the only other games with persistent housing. And oddly, the housing system in this game suffers from the same problem Ultima Online did, is because the housing is not universal here. You can't just place a house, for example, where I am right now. This is like the noob area anyway. It is a persistent world though, but I can't place a house over here because you can only place homes in designated areas, which makes land very limited in the game. And because it's limited, most of the housing spots, if not all of them, are usually always taken. And oddly, you would think that the developer would just, the publisher in this case, would actually just increase the taxes for the homes until there's always spots available to make sure anyone who actually really wants a home and saves up for it can actually buy it. But that is not the case. You can decorate your home, farm there as well, which is really neat. Let's kill this clan ambusher. I believe the max level as of this video is, it was 50, but then the expansion came out, so it was either 55 or 60. And you have to use your skill points wisely between all your 3 different classes. So it gives you different ways to build your character. Every race has their own racial abilities as well. See my basic abilities right now. Race-specific portal mastery. Reduce the cooldown of my recall by 30%. Not very useful actually. And you gather herbs faster. Oddly enough, this game has some fun emotes as well. You would think this is not a big deal, but I think every MMORPG should have tons of emotes. And you can tell in the game it is nighttime too. It does have a night and day system, which is nothing special because I know games have had that forever since Ultima Online in '97. The game has a lot of interesting emotes as well. Look how many there are. These are awesome. Look at these. They do absolutely nothing really, but it creates a more this guy is just like burying this guy by killing him with that shovel. Let's go loot these guys in bulk by clicking F. It doesn't really do anything, but it creates a more MMORPG-esque atmosphere, because when you're in town, you're not doing anything. You're just hanging out, trying to sell something or anything else. You can just play with these with people if you want. Oh, look at that blush. I can do a cheer. There are just a whole bunch of these. Oh yeah, I can look up over there. Look how many there are. You can do rock, paper, scissors. I can do flowers and create some whoosh. And love my character's hands aren't like even together. Like, what is that? It's like a half-complete heart thing. It makes my character look like he's got downs. Okay, that is probably the worst heart emotion I've seen in an MMORPG. So it is cool that they have those. 3 different dance styles as well, which is fun. Kill this clan ambusher. Let me equip dance on my let's equip dance on the over here. Gotta have my swagger. Put that over here. Kill this guy. This clan ambusher. Oddly, you can't auto-walk to quest locations that you can in a lot of games. A lot of games let you auto-walk. This game does not, so there's a little more sense of exploration. I feel like a lot of games that let you auto-walk like that, it feels kind of cheap. Here you gotta actually walk on your own, gasp. Though you do get mounts too. You get a mount pretty early on actually. One of the quests in the beginning give you a mount. Again, you double tap to run over here. The crafting is really fun, but it is super restricted for free-to-play users because your labor points run out fairly quickly when you're trying to work on it. And it's okay because if you want to work on crafting, if you can get labor points while logged off, it's no big deal because you just play the game, log off, and by the next day you play, you have almost your entire gauge filled with labor points. So you can work on that however you want if you have a premium subscription to the game. Guild the Star. This is another form of currency in the game. You can use these to buy homes as well as other things. Take these. There's ship versus ship combat as well. There's a lot going on in ArcheAge. Just the generic MMORPG elements you're seeing now are just one layer of the game. There's, again, the entire crafting and housing system as well. PvP is pretty in-depth too, and players can create their own, like, essentially their own village areas too. Sea combat too. Anyway, let's do a few more of these basic quests. But you can see it's a really high quality game with good music in the background too. We can create this workbench. Crafting anything over here will require those these labor points. You gain experience for those too, so it's a cool way to level up. And again, if you ever get tired of what skills you have equipped right now and you're over here, you can change these at will. And having 3 of them is awesome. Though early on, you're not going to level all 3 evenly. You'll probably be focusing on 1 or 2. Because I feel like it makes leveling easier like that. But if you get bored, you can just start switching these around. You can reset these as well. So again, there is no penalty to kind of just resetting. 20 silver is not a lot of money in the game. You get these passives as well. But guys, I do have to call it for now. I might make a follow-up video to this later because on my other character. If you guys do want to play ArcheAge or just learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOs.com on the link below. Look at that swagger. You can jump with that too. Yeah! Anyway guys, later. Sick moves.